Good evening, everybody. Joe Martin, the Metalhead here. I hope you're going well. Now, next week I'm going up to Worcester, Worcestershire, to see Toyah and Robert. Yes, that's right. Good old Robert Fripp from King Crimson and his wife Toyah Wilcox are touring around the country. This is one of the first shows they're performing this year, and it's been a while since Robert Fripp took the stage, since the last ever King Crimson concerts were held in America 2 years ago. And it made me think today about wanting to see an artist in the later part of their life. Now, I was very lucky that I've seen some artists in the last 15 years who have passed on. I'm talking about Ronnie James Dio, Joey Jordison, Paul Gray, Living John, AJ Pero from Twisted Sister, and I saw the guy Brett Hoffman from the Malevolent Creation before he died. I saw two guys who used to play in Obituary have passed on, Ralph Santola and the bassist. And so I always feel grateful that I've seen a lot of different artists before they've passed on. But then in this day and age, a lot of the heroes of mine are approaching 60 and 70 and 80. And they're not going to be around forever. Because, when somebody dies, like Bowie, Lemmy, and Prince, in a 6-month period, everybody's shocked. People are regretting it, like, oh, I wish I got to see Lemmy live, or I wish I got to see David Bowie live, or why didn't I? And people put this self-negative regret about not being able to see somebody, okay? I don't regret that I will never get to see Sandy Denny live because I wasn't born there. Simple. I don't regret not seeing Lemmy live because when I started listening to heavy metal, I knew about Motorhead, but I thought, why don't I listen to the bands that were influenced by Motorhead? Because all the thrash bands tend to excite me a lot more than, let's just say, Iron Maiden or Motorhead or Judas Priest. But I never really was a Motorhead fan, to be honest. I never bought any of their albums, and I never really gave myself the opportunity to go see Motorhead live when they came to Australia twice in 9 years before Lemmy died. So in life, wherever you live in the world, if you have a passion and admiration of somebody famous, make the most of seeing them or wanting to meet them, or even buy most of their stuff while they're alive, because when they pass on, it's going to be a really sad time, and you'll be like, God, I wish I got to see David Bowie live. Oh God, why didn't I give myself the opportunity? I have a cousin of mine who I won't name, and he always complains that he never got to see Twisted Sister. I said to him, look, you had the opportunities to go to Hellfest and see Twisted Sister live, even if, you live in London and it's only a couple of hours boat trip to get to France. So don't just sit back and sulk and moan and complain that you didn't get to see Twisted Sister live, because you didn't put the effort into it. I was in Australia. I told myself I had to go see Twisted Sister live, and I did. And I'll never forget that I got to see AJ Pero 2 years before he passed on. Think about this. Life is too short. You never know when it's going to be your time, or when it's going to be one of your heroes' time, or if it's going to be somebody you love's hero's time. So think about this every day. Instead of spending every day like it is your last day on Earth, Spend each day like it's somebody you admire's last day on earth. I'm Martin the Metalhead. I'm over and out.